In yesterday's blog, we talked about the fact that we're in commodity hell. I talked about dominating. And if you don't dominate, you're dead in the water. So what we really want to talk about is 4 key factors here. Number one factor is that choice to dominate. What do you want to be? Do you want to be the group that gets more moms home with their kids? The group that takes the most trips around the world? The group that has the biggest, most amount of $100,000 monthly earners or annual earners? It really doesn't matter. What matters is that you pick something, and you've got to have laser focus on that. To be a laser, not a floor lamp. You can't be all things to all people. That puts you back in commodity hell. You got to pick your identity and let that craziness and that coolness and that curiosity flow out of that identity, that which you've chosen to be. So let me tell you a little bit about that. In 1971, I was trained by the great W. Clement Stone. If you're not familiar with him, he's the one that actually made Napoleon Hill rich. How did he do that? One simple philosophy: specialization spells success. In today's internet world, the temptation for quote-unquote multiple streams of income is just such a bunch of crap. I have found, I know 5 top earners with 5 different companies, actually now 6, and they all do one thing. The multiple streams of income is a temptation, and it makes a lot of sense, but I'm going to tell you what it is. It's multiple streams of outgo, and more than that, it'll undermine your ability to lead, because here's what's going to happen. Whether you realize it or not, when you're involved in 4 or 5 different deals, even if you think they're ancillary deals to build in your deal, what happens is the people in your organization, you've subconsciously given them permission to be in all kinds of deals. Then what do you have? Nothing. So number 1, you got to choose to dominate. Number 2, laser focus, not a floor lamp. You're not trying to light everything. Number 3, make sure it's exciting. It doesn't have to be exciting to the whole world. Just 3% of the people that are absolutely crazy that want to be a part of something bigger. And I think that the main thing about number 4 is you've got to be willing to subtract. What do I mean by that? Hey, this is who we are. This is what we do. This is what we stand for. What myself and my wife have stood for years is getting people home, because we were both single parents, and every year we'd say, this is what we do. We do this business to get people home with their kids. Once we were home with our kids and our kids were grown, that shifted to living in our own personal paradise, whatever yours is. But that's what people know we're about. So let's review. Number 1, choose to dominate. Laser focus, not floor lamp. Make sure the laser focus is exciting. You have passion about it. You know, in the ancient Greece, they asked one question when somebody died: did he or she have passion? And of course, you want to specialize. Specialization spells success. Okay? And the main thing here, of course, to get across is that you have to be willing to subtract. I'm not all things to everybody. The way I do this isn't for everybody. But the ones that do, they emerge as leaders with their own personal passion. Peace be the journey. And if you didn't read yesterday's blog, get back and read it now, because that'll make this blog, or put this more in context. We have 2 more coming for you. You're going to love them.